Recently, Bella Thorne had released nude photos of herself on Twitter. Now, it wasn't because it was something she actually wanted to do. It was something that she did to get ahead of an individual who was blackmailing her or attempting to blackmail her with these nude images. So she put those images up and said, "I can sleep tonight better knowing I took my power back. You can't control my life, you never will." Well, the ladies of The View discussed this, and Whoopi Goldberg had a fascinating take. Take a look.
Listen, if you're famous, I don't care how old you are, you don't take nude pictures of yourself
because she only wants to share with one person.
But she should, listen, when they're hacking you, they're hacking all of your stuff. So whether it's one picture or a million pictures, once you take that picture, it goes into the cloud and it's available to any hacker who wants it. And if you don't know that in 2019, that this is an issue, I'm sorry, your age does not, you don't get to do that.
But why not?
You don't get to do it.
So Bella Thorne responded to this, and there are several tearful videos on her social media responding to it. And I definitely empathize with her, or sympathize. I mean, I haven't had this happen to me, but here's what she said. She said, "Dear Whoopi, I have loved you for so long, but honestly, I'm so displeased and saddened by your response to my leak. Blaming girls for taking the photo in the first place is sick and honestly disgusting. So what, a girl can't send her boyfriend that she misses photos of her that are sexy, things he's already seen? I, as a woman, should be so scared walking around my home, being on my phone, doing anything?" So I think, look, I wanna get your thoughts on this because I've made a similar point before, but I think tone matters. So the onus should not be on the woman, right? The onus should not be on the woman to protect herself by avoiding any type of sexy image for her significant other. But we live in this world where it's so easy to hack into people's accounts. So like I've said, like my personal view is I'm not gonna take those pictures because I know there are a bunch of creeps out there who are gonna hack into my stuff and they're gonna find them. And I just don't wanna deal with that situation. But with that said, I think tone matters, and the way that Whoopi presented it was, it's your fault, you shouldn't have done that, I don't care how old you are. But like, let's talk about who the real bad person is in the story.
Yeah, I don't even think tone matters. It's your choice to not take a picture of your body and send it to who you want to. That's your choice. We can't take away a woman's choice to police her own body because there are criminals out there.
Yeah.
Because it's a slippery slope, and it goes all the way down to you were dressed too hot, so I grabbed you and took you behind this tree. It does. A criminal does not have a right, even if you leave, it's stupid to leave your keys in the car, but it's still illegal to get in it and drive it off.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not like you can't, this is victim blaming.
Yeah.
You should be able to take a sexy picture if you want to and send it to whoever you want to. That gives nobody a right to do that. And if we keep talking about what the victim shouldn't have done, we will never take the crime serious enough.
Yeah.
Ever.
I guess like the perspective I'm coming from is, and this is, I haven't experienced it with nude images, right? But I've experienced it when it comes to all sorts of crazy online threats, very specific threats. I'm gonna show up to your house, I'm gonna rape you, I'm gonna murder you, this is where you live, that kind of stuff. You go and report it to the FBI, they don't care, they don't do anything. You report it to the local authorities, what do you want us to do? There's nothing we can do. So like, there's no protection and there's no legal recourse for women or for victims of these types of things. And so like, the way that I see it is, no, I don't blame her. I don't blame her at all. It's not her fault. But the way that I've operated is, people are gonna target me. No one cares to protect me. Our legal system doesn't care to protect me. So unfortunately, I have to do this or that or avoid doing this or that because otherwise there's nothing I can do, right? There's no one who's gonna like look out for the best interests of the victims. So it's like, it's a difficult situation to comment on because on one hand, it is not her fault. Like I think it's totally wrong to blame her, which is why I say it's a tone thing. Like Whoopi Goldberg is blaming her for this, which is not okay. But at the same time, I mean, it sucks that the woman has to take things and matters into her own hands to protect herself because our justice system is just not equipped to deal with these types of crimes.
Yeah, but our justice system is not equipped to deal with police brutality, but I think my little brother should still leave his home.
No, I get it. I agree with you on
it's
that.
just, we can't, the conversation, it just shouldn't be about the woman.
So let me ask you something. So if a mother talks to her son, okay, they're people of color, and she says to her son, don't be out late at night because the cops might harass you, this and that. I mean, wouldn't you argue that this is kind of a similar situation? Like, our justice system unfairly and law enforcement unfairly targets and harasses people of color. So, like, a young man shouldn't have to deal with that. He should be able to go out late with his friends without worrying about the harassment. But a mother would tell him that to protect him, right?
Yeah, but if something happens to him, think about how ridiculous it would be to say he shouldn't have been out late.
Oh, I agree with you.
So that's really what it sounds like. That's what I'm saying. So something bad happened to her that she didn't deserve. And the conversation, for whatever the reason, does always, no matter the tone, slide back to, well, it wouldn't have happened if she didn't do this.
You're right.
And it's not okay.
You're right.
If Whoopi cared about her, maybe she'd reach out in private and be like, hey, like I would recommend, maybe not doing that if like if you don't want this kind of thing to happen again or whatever. But like to kick someone while they're down publicly, I mean, that's like such a. I mean, I can't think of a more invasive and weird feeling, what Bella Thorne must be going through is just awful,
To be
and like.
disgusted
I
about
don't think
like
you
that.
should have allowed people to photograph you dating Ted Danson in blackface, but you did. I'm all about like a naked picture other than that. We can see that forever. And as great as you are, that is one of the worst photos that I've ever seen. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's silly. She's not like talking about that. Like she's been in dumb pictures.
Yeah, definitely.
It just should never be about what a woman should do with her body. And yes, the justice system isn't there, so that's where our focus should be.
Yeah.
Not on the victim.
Definitely.
A woman's rights to her own body should not change at all. Just because police haven't caught up, just because there are criminals out there. You should wear what you want. You should take pictures of what you want. You should send them to whoever you want to with like consent. But like, you should do what you want.
Yeah,
and it's not even gonna stop there. Erin Andrews was getting dressed in a hotel room and somebody drilled a hole in the wall and took a video of her.
Yeah, that's
the
true.
conversation should never be on the woman. It's always on the criminal.
Yeah.
Somebody committed a crime that should be a sex crime. That's what somebody did to her.
Yep.
That's what we should focus on. That's it.
Yeah, look, I totally agree with you. But it never does get focused on. I mean, just to give you an example.
Remember the celebrity drop? People went to jail for that. Somebody got in trouble with Erin Andrews.
And there was so much outrage over the people who got prison sentences over that. But I mean,
if there weren't
you're
people on the other side,
right?
And they weren't strong enough to be like, hey, I was saying this to my husband. I can do what I want to do.
Exactly.
Maybe it wouldn't have happened. Maybe those people wouldn't have gone to jail.
Yeah, and the slut shaming that happened following that whole celebrity nude leak.
Yeah.
She should have. Yeah, she should have known better, right? And I hate that way of handling it. I think the way you mentioned it, Nando, is probably the best way, right? Like if you really want to give her advice just so she can protect herself, that's one thing. But the way Whoopi said it did seem like a victim blaming here. And like, look, when it comes to threats of violence toward women who happen to be public figures, like the onus has always been 100% on me, right? Like open up a shell company so you can buy your apartment so people don't know where you live. Like that is insanely expensive in California. I mean, you pay $800 a year and that's just the yearly fee. Then there's like taxes involved and you gotta file separate tax. Like it's been an incredibly expensive and terrible experience for me personally. So I get it, right? I hate that the onus is always on the victims who are targeted by these creepers online. But we
like
just
if there was another young woman kind of in your position, you might give her the same advice.
Yeah, and I have. I mean, women who do what we do have confided in me and told me what they're going through, and I've given them that advice. Here's what you need to do. You need to get your address delisted from all of these.
But if something happened
websites
to them publicly, you wouldn't be like, well, I told you.
Not in a million years.
Don't give people advice about their own bodies if they didn't ask you for it.
Right.
Right now you have on an outfit that is banned by the White House Correspondents Association.
That's hilarious.
Women still can't wear sleeveless dresses, and it still comes down to that whole like, listen, the men's will look.
Yeah.
It's not. It's it's silly. It doesn't even stop with naked. You don't even got to be naked for somebody to do something inappropriate.
The TYT Plus app is now available on iOS and Android. Download to get more TYT content at tyt.com/app.